Shalom. We out here another week. I'd like to give all praise and glory to Yahweh and his son Yahweh Shai. Double honor to the head apostles that rule well, and much grace to all the Akim round about. So yeah, as always, we out here to warn the elect, and we also out here to prophesy about the up and coming events, the major one at that. Okay, and as you people know, we are the Hebrew Israelites. Come out here week in and week out. We continue to do and push the word, the gospel. All right, and that's what we come out here to do. We ain't no Muslims. Okay, we are the Hebrew, actually real Jews. Okay, that's exactly who we are. We're gonna get to something a little bit different today, and we just gonna let the shooter speak. So go on, what you got, bro?
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6, verse 1.
Yeah, go on.
Hear therefore, O ye kings, and understand. Learn, ye that be judges of the ends of the earth.
Right.
Give ear, ye that rule the people, and glory in the multitude of nations.
Go on.
For power is given you of the Lord,
right, and
sovereignty from the highest.
Yeah.
You shall try your works,
right,
and search out your counsels.
And search out your counsels. So the Lord, basically, as you read the first scripture, it tells you how the Lord, he raises up kings to rule over whatever race that may be. So that race has to rule in the the instructions or the knowledge of that we follow. That's what has to take place, so to speak. So the thing about it is, when you look at Esau, the way he's running the earth, he's not running it correctly. So when you check it out, we're not answering questions right now.
Sorry, I'll see you later, sir.
Okay.
Be polite then.
Right. Have a nice day. Yeah, so what I was saying.
Thank you. Is that people on video?
What I was saying is that the Lord sets up rulers. So being that the Lord sets up rulers to rule a certain empire, that particular ruler or race, they have to go based on the instructions of the Heavenly Father. That's how you rule the people. But when you're ruling the people based on your own ideology, then it becomes satanic. Like the world that we're living in right now. So go on.
Because being ministers of his kingdom, you have not judged aright, nor kept the law.
Nor kept the law. So really right now, who's in power right now? Who's in the power seat? What are the select few of men that are able to chase the trends of this earth? Okay, or of the people? The bankers that are the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the DuPonts, and the Gettys. Those are the people that's in high positions of power. They're the ones that's in power of all things, man. All right? They're the ones that give out the edict how they want the food to be. And as it stands, they want the food obviously to be corrupt so that people can become sick and other things to be corrupt. So that people can walk in perversion and families are destroyed in the midst of that. And that's why one of the Rockefellers, they established the women's lib back in the late 60s. Why did they do that? To destroy or distort the households. So if you look at, for example, if you have a business and you're a CEO of a company, all right, like the brother was going into, man, which is true, the brother required from was going into, basically, if the job or the business is jacked up, then who's responsible for that particular job? Okay, the person that's responsible for that particular job being jacked up is the CEO, because he's not telling the people how to conduct themselves while they're at the job. All right, and if you're a ruler of anything and your world is in shambles, that's because you're running it in your own way. You're not going based on the instructions given. Go on, brother.
Horribly and speedily shall he come upon you.
Yeah, it says horribly and speedily shall he come upon you. And that's why it tells you in, the book of Revelations, in the Holy Bible that is, which is what we read and we believe daily, it tells you how the Lord is going to speedily destroy, all right, Babylon the Great, which is America. How is he going to destroy America? By those nuclear missiles. Okay, he's going to use these different individuals that's in the positions of power to do that job. As the Lord, as it states in the Bible, the Lord mustered the host to the battle.
That's only about Jews. I'm a Jew.
I don't think so, my man. He could be. If he's an Irish, if he goes back to Judah, he could be.
What did he say?
No, he said, I'm a Jew. If he go back to Judah, then he could be.
I think it means Kaza, man.
Well, if he's a Khazar, he ain't no Jew. He's just an Edomite that's going right into slavery. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I mean, when you read the book of Revelation, it goes into how the Lord will speedily destroy America off the face of the map by using those intercontinental ballistic missiles. And that's what he's going to do. So you're going to precept, right? And just based on looking at the people that you're around, and you see how they conduct themselves, you see how what sort of conditions they're under, you can tell based on the ruler that run this whole entire society. They're running it in the most perverted way. They're not running it in a good way. That's why everybody's sick. Everybody's anemic. Everybody's looking for some sort of getaway.
That's a scripture in the one I pointed out at the beginning. I think it's an Ecclesiastic 10.
Right. Wise judgment instruct his own people. Right, but we're going to get into that. We got the precept, right? You're going.
This is of Philippians chapter 4 verse 5. Let your moderation be known unto all men.
Sorry?
That's my hand.
No.
No. You're going. Yeah, just short.
Let your moderation be known unto all men.
Yeah.
The Lord is at hand.
The Lord is at hand. As a matter of fact, read that verse again. Start from the top. So we can get the understanding of that.
It says, some verse 1 or something.
Yeah.
Philippians chapter 4 verse 1. Therefore my brethren, dearly beloved and longed for.
Now who is this talking about? The brethren of Paul. The brethren of Paul were actual Israelites. Because as you have going out in amongst of Israel or outside of Israel, what you got? What's going on, bro? You got certain people or the Hebrew Israelites. We'll deal with you in a second. We're just going to distill one thing. But yeah, like I was saying, what Paul was saying in terms of, read that verse again from the top.
Therefore my brethren, dearly beloved and longed for.
Yeah, so who's Paul's brethren? Paul's brethren are actual other Israelites. That's who Paul's brethren are. So Paul wasn't actually referring to all the actual other Gentiles. He was referring to really the disciples, really. Not the disciples, this is by himself. But he was referring to other brethren that were Israelites like himself. Give me Romans 9.
Romans 9 verse 3. For I could wish that myself were accursed from Mashiach, to my brethren, my kinsmen, according to the flesh.
According to the flesh,
who are Israelites.
So that's the brethren of Paul. So now you know that. Now you got to put the pieces of the puzzle together now. So now what we're going to do is matter of fact, go back to Philippians.
Philippians 4 verse 1. Therefore my brethren, dearly beloved and longed for, my joy and crown.
Which I believe is Timothy, right? Timothy was his bigger brother. Oh, okay.
So stand fast in the Lord.
Yes, so stand fast in the Lord. So even though Paul was speaking to the brothers in Philippi, that even still stands for us as well. As the scripture tells us that all things is written for our learning and instruction and reproof. So these things apply to us even yet to this very day. Mainly the men of the Lord that's in the truth. Okay, go on.
My dearly beloved, I beseech Iodas and beseech
something like that.
That they be of the same mind in the Lord.
That they be of the same mind in the Lord. So when you see all of the men of the Lord around, especially among Great Millstone, we all push the same sort of ideology, the same doctrine. Okay, and it's not about just pushing the same doctrine, but it's about pushing the complete truth on what this Bible stands for. Okay, not adding extra seasoning in it. You just teach it as it is. All right, you come out here, do what the Bible tells you to do, and that's it. You don't gotta put no rap videos in the midst of the videos. You ain't gotta do that, madness. The word of the Lord alone stands in itself. Okay, we're not out here to come out here to be rap stars and you know, hip hop guys. We not out here for that. We out here to proclaim the standard of Yahweh Shah. That's what we out here for, man. Is that hip hop crap is of the world. That's what that shit is, man. That shit is of the world. All rap music is satanic, man. And you got these guys in Israel that's pushing that bullshit, man. Okay? I guarantee if we used to take ourselves back 3,000 plus years ago, when we knew who we were as the Jews, we weren't playing no rap music. Okay, we was for example, when you read what is the Psalm? The psalmist, which was David, he had live instruments. Okay? Yeah, I mean, he probably had like an ancient guitar or something like that, and they was playing what you call classical music. That was our style of music back then. All right, but nowadays, you know, you think about classical music, you think about white Jesus that came up with that music. But really, we started that music out. Even going all the way back to the Dark Ages, man, we started the things that you call classical music. All right, go on, brother. But the point I'm trying to make is that, and another thing I want to say as well. I mean, I don't mean to keep jumping around, but it's like this title that they've given us, Black Hebrew Israelites. We're not black, okay? I'm not the same color as this brother's T-shirt. So there's no such thing as a black Hebrew Israelite. We're just Israelites. That's what we are. Okay, we ain't no terrorist group or whatever, militant group. We're just prophets. That's all we are. We're just prophets, man. Letting the people know what's going to happen in this society, right? Such as martial law being declared, etc. That's all we are. All right? Go on, brother.
And I entreat thee also, true yoke fellow, help those women which labored with me in the gospel,
Right.
with Clement also, and with other my fellow laborers,
Right, and my other fellow laborers, go on.
whose names are in the book of life.
Right, whose names are in the book of life. So that's talking about the prophets, the elect that was going to come back, even in these times. Okay? So the men that's written in the book of life, they're going to be what you call the 144,000. All right, that's going to govern the next world, which is the kingdom of heaven, which is going to be established on earth. And how do we know when how do we know that the kingdom of heaven is going to come? Because we also know that the second coming of our Lord and Savior, Yahweh Shah, whom the world called Jesus Christ, we know when he comes back, he's going to set the record straight now. All right? And it's going to be based on his government and his rule. And if it's going to be based on whom the world called Jesus Christ's rule in the next world, what are we going to be following? The commandments and the instructions of the Heavenly Father. And that's what we need, man. We need that so bad because the earth is at a dire situation. Okay, because you got the wrong nation of people that's running the planet. You got everybody all perverted and confused. So there needs to be a change. If this so-called white man continues to rule the planet, we'll all be freaking dead by now. Animals are dropping dead like never before. It's so bad that the wells, and I've actually seen videos of this too. I've seen so many videos of this. You got wells that's coming out of the waters and committing suicide because the waters are that polluted. Okay, and they're hearing certain negative vibrations under the waters too. That's why they just going on surface and they just committing suicide. Go on, brother.
Revelation 11 verse 18.
Yeah.
And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come,
Right.
and the time of the dead, that they should be judged,
Right.
and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants, the prophets.
Shall give us thy reward to the servants, the prophets. Because what's going to be our reward? All of the things that we've done on this side, man. The righteous rewards. It's like the good positive rewards. And then the Lord is going to judge the dead. Who is the dead? The dead is talking about the other actual nations that are not Israelites. They're the dead. That's going to have to deal with their judgment. And their judgment is that they're going to go into this nuclear war, right? Which is what we call the Valley of Jehoshaphat. Yahweh Shabbat, which means the Most High's judgment, and then all hell's gonna break loose from there. All right, and all this shenanigans that you see around this society that we're in right now, kind of camera, brother. All this stuff that you see around here in London, England, where we're at, is all gonna be resolved, man. You know, life is never gonna be the same anymore. There's gonna come a time where the same police officers, they're gonna blockade the streets. It's gonna get so bad that they're gonna blockade the M5 highway. And I'm gonna just say this out loud, man. This is the way I feel. You know, I want the Lord to really bring that scenario on home, man. I want these devils to declare martial law to end the society, man. I'm gonna say it loud and clear, and I'm gonna say it again. I want these devils, okay, and these jakes too, these Negroes that are police officers. I want them to declare martial law on these streets. I want Theresa May to get the Cobra team ready to shut these cities down, man, and declare an emergency. Because if we keep going on in this society, this shit's gonna get worse and worse and worse. And at the same time, we just gonna go right into the kingdom. The only thing we gotta do is still what is it? Only thing we gotta do is our tribulation. Once we've overcome that, Lord willing, through the spirit of Yahweh Ba'asham Shai, we'll get into the kingdom. Okay, as promised. So, I mean, that's just the thing. What they need to do is, man, they need to just shut this entire empire down, because this society is in great astronomical debt anyway. We know the plans already. We know what the elites have planned. We know what the society is all about. We know what the agenda is. So just don't waste people's time. I don't be wasting our time. Okay, because this society is just going to get run down. It's going to get worse and worse and worse. So I'm going to say it again, man. You Rothschilds out there, you lots in power, in positions of power, just declare an emergency on the city, man, and get the ball rolling. Okay? And if you think that you're going to resurrect your New World Order plan, that's not going to happen. Your New World Order plan is going to be our New World Order plan. The real New World Order is going to be ushering. So just get this shit over and done away with it, man. And stop messing about. Go on, brother.
I say, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants, the prophets,
right,
and to the saints, and them that fear thy name.
And them that fear thy name. So we're going to receive our reward. That's why we don't give two craps about what goes on in this world, man. Okay, if they declare martial law, we want them to declare martial law. We want them to shut these streets down. That's what we want, man. We want that to go down. Because we know if they do that, then everything will follow in our favor. It's like playing chess. Go on, brother.
Things ain't going so good for Theresa May, because she's called for a general election.
Yeah.
So that
I heard about that.
That could shake up the economy, especially to do with this whole Brexit thing going on.
Yeah.
And then her calling for an early, so they'll do an election. It could be somebody else as prime minister this year.
Oh, okay.
Because she's called for an early election. She's not even when did Cameron leave?
I think Cameron left last year.
It's not even been too long already. She's going for an election already.
Yeah. I think she's been in it less than a year now. Yeah, man. So that's all they gotta do. Just shut the streets down, shut everything down. Just call it a day, man. You know what I mean? Is this society? I mean, if this society keeps going forward and forward, before you know, all of these birds that you see, these little what is it, pigeons? They're all gonna be dead. You ain't gonna see no pigeon no more. You know what? I haven't seen them fly in 3 years. Check that out. So that's showing you right there that the rulers that are running this planet, they're destroying it, man. And the right men gotta be in charge of the planet, and that's us. We're the right men, we're the saints, we're the ones that should be sitting on the thrones, and we should be the one dominating in righteousness, man. Okay? Because these two-time words they have, what the hell they do?
Small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth.
Beautiful. And small and great, and should destroy them that which have destroyed the earth. So if you look at by process by elimination, okay, the ancient Egyptians was in power, right? Which are those dark, lanky nations of Sudan today. They were in power. They never destroyed the earth. The Ethiopian people today, that's so weak they can't even swat a fly across their face. They used to be in great power at one time. Okay, and they didn't destroy the earth to the point of as it is right now. But who did that? even when the Persians and the Medes were in power, they didn't destroy the earth like it is now. So basically, by process by elimination, who really destroyed the earth to the point of no return like it is right now? The so-called white man. So what's the judgment? Give me that again. What's the judgment of those that destroyed the earth? Let's read it.
And should it destroy them, which destroyed the earth?
Go on. Yeah, so the Lord is going to destroy them that which have destroyed the earth. That's why when you read the, the Bible dictionary, right, it tells you how Esau is set up for great future judgment. And there's a nation of people that are known as the Edomites, and they're walking right before us, right in front of us. Go on, brother.
Isaiah 24, verse 1.
Yeah.
Behold, the Lord make of, verse 5. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof.
Right.
Because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. Therefore have the curse devoured the earth.
And therefore have the curse devoured the whole earth. Because when you're not running the planet by the instructions given, which is the knowledge of the Heavenly Father, this earth was created in His knowledge. So if you're perverting that to your own knowledge, what's going to happen? You're going to have people that's going to be sick. People are going to get depressed. Okay, people are gonna have social, family issues because you're taking away the basic instructions of nature. So when you take away all of that, what do you get? You get this shenanigans around here. Okay, you get children talking up against their parents. All right, and then if your child decides to talk up against you or wants to live his life or her life, guess what she can do? She can call the government, and the government will take care of that. Okay, if you're a parent, if you're a father or a parent, you're supposed to run your own house. You're not supposed to have government run your house. But it just goes to show you that this society is just nothing but an illusion. Okay, people have been given some sort of democracy as they've been given, right? So-called. But there's no democracy. There's no such thing as a democracy because you don't even run your own self. Especially in America, if you're in America, right, and you don't take your kids to the public school systems, they'll arrest you. So I thought I was straight. What's that?
Same here. Same here.
Yeah, it's the same here. If you don't take your kids if you don't take your child to these public government school systems, they'll arrest you. They'll arrest you. So I thought I was free. I thought he was given democratized rights to be free. So how come I gotta take my young one to these public school systems? Why can't I teach my own kids? How about that? So it's just this society, man. It's just nothing but an illusion. It's all bullshit, man. You know what I mean? When you're like brothers like ourselves, and you're awakened to the reality without watching no TV, you can see what the world what it really is. It's all bullshit. Okay, go on, brother.
Even the vaccinations, like you have no right to say no to a vaccination.
Yeah, you have no right to say no. Your child got to get vaccinated in the school. Okay, I remember they injected with some shit or something like that. I don't know what it was. Okay, but that's what you gotta do, man. Your kids gotta be vaccinated every once in a blue moon, and you wonder why they all bugged out their mind. You wonder why they sick because what they've injected inside of these kids, man. And they got these kids learning all type of methods. Go on, bro.
Yes, it says, therefore have the curse devoured the earth.
Therefore have the curse devoured the earth, because you got a bunch of suit tie wearing Edomites, white guys that are running the planet down to the ground, that are doing their own thing. So there has to be a change. There has to be a positive change, man. There has to be something, because if we're still here, then we'll all be finished. Nature alone would be finished. Okay, and that's just the thing. And see, these people out here, they don't understand that. Go for good, go for righteousness. The reason why we come out here angry and we come out here bold, because we're against evil, man. You know what I mean? We're against evil. When you stand up for truth, you stand up for righteousness in a society, you get downtrodden, you get looked down upon. And it just goes to show you, just based on that analogy from there, based on that analyzation from there, you know what you're living. This is not no kingdom of heaven. This is not no positive world. This is a world of Satan, man. Satan runs this world right now. So what do brothers got to do? Brothers got to stick in the scriptures and maintain themselves in the spirit of the Lord, man. You know what I mean? All of this shit in the world, all of these people in the world, just ignore them. My attitude right now, man, is just, I don't care about these people. Because they're already gone. They're already dead anyway. Feel what I'm saying? The only people that I care about are the brethren, man. That's it. It's true. That's it. Go on, brother. You got to
And they that dwell therein are desolate.
Right, and they that dwell therein are desolate, diseased, sick, anemic, okay? All of that stuff, man. Because the laws are not being executed. And that's why you have people dropping dead like it's going out of style, man, of cancer. Cancer is at an alarming rate. We're supposed to live in an enhanced age, right? And high technological times, right? But yet people are dying more than they did 50 years ago. People are dying of diseases way more than they did in the 1800s. So that's showing you right there that this world, this society, this whole setup is declining. Morally, based on morals, it's declining. Financially, it's declining. Everything is a decline here. And when you really check out what these people talk about, based on their conversations, they're not talking about anything. They're not talking about anything that's sound, that's going to stimulate your mind, your intellect. They're just talking shit. You know, when we all get together as brothers, we talk about some deep stuff, man, where it elevates your mind to a whole other degree. Even when you watch certain brothers' videos, they talk about something. But when you talk to these regular everyday folks out here, they have nothing to talk about. All they can talk about is what they saw on some goddamn TV. Or what they saw some old homeless guy do or something. That's all they can talk about. Because they have no substance to their character. They have nothing inside. And the reason why these people have nothing inside, they're not living in nice purpose, because of that description here. Read it again, brother.
And they that dwell therein are desolate.
Yeah, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Go on.
Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned,
Yeah.
and few men left.
Yeah, so what is that going into? That's going into the nuclear holocaust. That's what that's going into.
Yes.
And therefore, what you're gonna have is you're gonna have them being burned, so to speak. So that's where this reality is gonna take us, man. But the elect men that sigh and cry for the abominations that be done in the midst, they're gonna be taken care of. Go on, brother.
Psalms 82 verse 5. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness.
Yeah, they walk up in darkness. That's these people. They walk up in darkness. Why? Go on.
All the foundations of the earth are out of course.
Right, because all of the foundations of the earth are out of course. And that's why people are confused and bugged out. People don't even know who they are. People are living up to the expectations of others. They're not living up to the expectations of themselves or ultimately the Most High. They're trying to impress somebody else. Why? Because they've been taught to be a bunch of nobodies. That's what it is. If you're a nobody, you're going to subscribe to what somebody else tells you, rather than digging on your own 2 feet. Okay? Like what we all do as brethren. Okay? We have the audacity and the confidence to come out here and exalt the Lord's word, man, and wear our robes and come back to who we really are. Esau, the so-called white men, tell us to do this. The Spirit of the Lord told us to do this, man. All right, and that's what we do. We don't care about what this world got to say, because this world is going right down the freaking train anyway. I don't give two goddamn what this society got to say, man. What style of trends they setting up, or what style of rap. I don't even know what's going on. I don't even watch TV. I don't know what the hell is going on. If you ask me what new rap styles are, I don't even have a clue. I'm out the loop. I don't know. If you ask me what's in fashion, I don't have a clue. I don't know. Because that's not my world. Okay, I don't have to let people on TV or those that control the media tell me how I'm supposed to live my life. Because I know what they're telling me is going to destroy myself. Just look at these people out here. Look what they subscribe to. Okay, a lot of these people, they subscribe to heinous activities, man. So they're already destroyed. So that's showing you right there what TV can do. TV could put you in a spell and destroy yourself, man. Because back in the 60s, if you subscribe to being a man, right, or you a woman, then you was bunkers. You was out your freaking mind. Nowadays, that's just the best thing ever. That's the coolest thing on the map. The coolest thing on the map is the I'm just getting shit off my chest. So just read, if you got something, just read it.
Had one basically goes into Destroyi that Esau. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 4 verse 1.
He knows better, innit? He knows better now. Hide it, man.
So I returned and considered all the oppressions that are done under the sun.
Yeah, read that one more time.
So Ecclesiastes 4 verse 1.
Yeah.
So I returned and considered all the oppressions that are done under the sun. And behold, the tears of such as were oppressed.
Yeah.
And they had no comforter.
Yeah, and they had no comforter going.
Which is like us, our share.
Right.
And on the side of their oppressors, there was power.
Yeah, in the side of their oppressors, there were power. Because who's oppressing? I mean, like, for example, throughout the ages, you had many other nations that had a chance in oppressing Israel. But who's currently oppressing Israel today? The so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. These white boys with the suit and ties.